Hey, good morning. It's January, and this is the month we're working on improving your business and making massive change within your business. And that requires planning and thought and putting dates down on paper and saying, this is what we're going to execute. So, one of the most important things to work on right now is the marketing calendar. The more sales and more leads you bring in, the more confidence you have to hire and make better business decisions. The way you actually bring in additional sales is it all starts with your marketing calendar. What's going to happen? When is it going to happen? And when do I need to do X, Y, and Z to make that happen? So let me give you an example. You'd want to think through what direct mail you want going out this year, what door hangers you want going out, a new website you want to launch, maybe a new web page you want to put up, or maybe you want to create a new web page and then create a pay-per-click Google AdWords campaign that points to that landing page, that new web page you've created. Or you've got email blasts that you want to send out, upsell offers, or you have emails you want to send out to past clients to try to renew them. You want to think through all these different things you want to do, and you want to put them on the calendar. So let's use an example. Let's say on May 5th, you want to promote some service that May is the perfect time of year to buy that service. It's when your client needs it. So May 5th, you might want to send an email, and then 3 days later, you might want to send a follow-up email. And then for every client that hasn't bought from one of the two emails, maybe on May 10th, you want to send out a postcard. Or better said, maybe on May 10th, you want that postcard to arrive at their home. So what's that going to take? Well, number one, put those dates on your marketing calendar. Number two, when do you need to write the two emails? And maybe those emails will only take you 2 or 3 hours to write. And you decide you want to write those a few days in advance, so you back up on your calendar, and maybe on April 26th, you schedule the first part of your morning to write those two emails and get those two emails loaded into your software system so that you can send them. Now, for sending the postcard, that's a bit more work. And you're going to have to write the copy, you're going to have a designer lay it out, you're going to have to get it to the printer, and then you're going to have the post office deliver it. And then you want to consider, are you sending bulk, which could take as many as 12 days to arrive at your potential client's property or home or business, or if you're sending first class, it could probably be there the next day. So you want to think about how soon, how far back from, I think we might have said May 10th. I don't remember the date I used for the postcard, but if you want to, you might need to start that process 6 weeks in advance. So you need to go all the way back to the very end of March, schedule some time on the calendar to write the copy, schedule a date, a deadline to get that copy and your basic design outline to a designer, and then schedule a date to get that to the post office, taking into consideration if you're mailing first class or bulk, so that it will actually arrive on the 10th or whatever that date was that I said. So think about all the different things that have to happen in your business, not just the date when the piece needs to go out, but the dates that are required to actually execute, the date when you're going to write it, the date when you're going to get it to the post office, the date when you're going to get it to the designer. Think through all of that for the entire year, for everything that you want to have happen. That way you can delegate tasks, that way you can work on your parts, and you make sure that everything happens to ensure you have the absolute best, most profitable, highest growth year you can possibly have. If you don't plan it in advance, it's not going to happen, and then you're going to have another year pretty similar to what you had last year. Good luck.